Join me as I dive into the world of SLP resources and share 5 essential hacks that every new SLP absolutely needs to know. Having a well-stocked toolkit is essential for any speech-language pathologist, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. It's the foundation of your practice, and having the right tools can make all the difference in your effectiveness and confidence as an SLP. Many of us new to the field of speech-language pathology can feel like we're drinking from a fire hose when it comes to figuring out what tools we need and how to use them. With so many options available, it's easy to get overwhelmed and not know where to start. I mean, what do you really need in your toolkit, and what can you skip? And even when you've got the right tools, how do you organize them in a way that makes sense for your practice? One of the biggest challenges I faced when I was starting out was feeling like I needed to have every single tool under the sun in order to be effective. Newsflash, you don't need to break the bank or clutter up your office with a million different gadgets or gizmos. What you do need is a solid foundation of essential tools that will help you streamline your practice and get the results you want for your clients. And let's be real. Figuring out how to use all those tools can be just as daunting as figuring out what to buy in the first place. So I remember spending hours poring over manuals and watching YouTube tutorials, just trying to get a handle on how to use some of the more complicated tools I had purchased or my job had given to me. It's enough to make you want to pull your hair out, right? So here are 5 essential SLP hacks that I wish I had known when I was starting out. These hacks will help you streamline your practice, get the results you want for your clients, and take your confidence as an SLP to the next level. Hack number 1 is all about how to prioritize your toolkit. Instead of trying to buy every single tool under the sun, focus on the ones that will give you the most bang for your buck. What are the most common goals and objectives that you're working on with your clients? What tools do you need to help you achieve those goals? By prioritizing the resources you need, you'll be able to focus on what really matters and stop wasting time and money on tools that aren't serving you or your caseload. Hack number 2 is all about how to customize your toolkit to fit your unique needs and style. Every SLP is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. Some people need really structured step-by-step directions for resources that they use, while others can take it and make it theirs right away. Some SLPs prefer digital tools and others prefer paper and pen. By customizing your toolkit, you'll be able to create a system that works for you rather than trying to force yourself into someone else's mold. Hack number 3 is all about how to stay organized and keep your toolkit tidy. Let's face it, when your resources are a mess, it's hard to focus on anything else. Think of your closet. When it's a mess, you tend to buy the same thing over and over because you don't know what you already have that might be shoved somewhere in the back. Itemize and prioritize placement of tools you use frequently so you can find what you need when you need it and get back to focusing on what really matters, your clients. Hack number 4 is all about how to repurpose and reuse the tools you already have. I'll bet you have tools on your shelf right now that you're not even using to their full potential, whether they're things that you bought or things that you inherited from the previous SLP who had your space. When I had my first baby, I got a tip to throw everything I wasn't sure I would use regularly and things I didn't even know what they were or what they would be used for into one basket. And when I was ready and more settled with being a newborn mom, I would pull one thing out and figure it out. By repurposing and reusing the tools you already have, you'll be able to get more bang for your buck, reduce waste, and lighten the overwhelm of the whole process. Hack number 5 is all about how to get creative with your toolkit. Sometimes the best tools are the ones we least expect. I bought a rubber rolling stamper and a scented stamp pad that became a staple reinforcer for my students. They would pick their stamp color and scent and decide if they wanted a bracelet or an armband or whatever. They would do anything in therapy just to get their stamp at the end. By thinking outside the box and getting creative with your resources, you'll be able to come up with innovative solutions that will take your practice to the next level. Now that we've been through all of these hacks, there is one more bonus hack that I want to share that's probably the most impactful. It's the hack that changed the way I approach buying and using resources, and it's the one that I think will have the biggest impact on your practice. It's all about shifting your mindset and thinking of your resources as a dynamic, evolving system rather than a static collection of tools. By focusing on what you can do with your toolkit rather than what you have in your toolkit, you'll be able to unlock a whole new level of creativity and innovation. To sum it up, these 5 essential hacks will create a toolkit that's tailored to your unique needs and style, streamline your practice, and boost your confidence as an SLP. By prioritizing your resources, customizing it to fit your needs, staying organized, repurposing and reusing tools, and thinking creatively, you'll be able to take your practice to the next level and get the results you want for your clients. If you've got a favorite resource or hack, be sure to leave it in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more helpful tips and resources to help you rock your role as an SLP.